Great day, everyone. All right, let's see, what are we going to listen to today? How about this one? All right, let's see. All right. Hi, babe. Good morning. Go do your reading, please, puppy. Nobody's alive yet. All right. Happy August 21st. It is an 11 kind of day. Let's get our limits going. 638.11, 565.90, 225.41, and 449.36. I'm taking a relaxed morning while sitting down. Maybe I'll stand up. I'm enjoying the sitting. Let me pin, you know what, after yesterday with what Jules had said, let's get the right one pinned today. And let's pin that on up. Pin, boom, there you go. I realize I might be confusing some people by doing that. It is just perfect. All right, let's go back to over here. Let me get our limits. Stock market, trading halt, limits for ETF, index ETFs. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Here we go. Let's just block away that one. Okay, let's check out our fear and greed. Let's move this out of the way. She looks so happy, huh? Well, you can't make this stuff up. What the heck is this? What the heck? Hundreds of items just got a lot more expensive to import into the deodorant, one of them. Like, this is just classic. Oh my gosh, it's making me laugh. It's funny. Haha. Okay. So we got a 50 here. Let's go back to our calendar. Calendar refresh. Boom, boom. We've got unemployment claims coming up at 8:30. Get ready for the rodeo. The real life rodeo of the stock market. Can you ride the bucking bronco and not fall off? That's it. All right. Had an interesting thing happen when I was coaching Julie yesterday. So my pivots and camarillas, I have not updated them. And they draw on my chart. When you update them, they no longer draw on your chart before 9:30. So I'm leaving it like that. Because I still want to see it. So, however, when you do the interactive brokers chart that is also Tradingview, you are able to put them on. And guess what? There's no issues. It works. Yeah. Great day. Nice job, Lorenzo. Careful with the wording. What does play mean? Are you taking it seriously or is it, for fun? Check it out today. PLTR up. See, you don't want to get lucky. You want to be planned out. You want to have a concrete path, right? You don't want it to be a luck scenario. No. We don't want lucky. We want consistent, right? Okay. Daily point of control, still up here, 187.22, just for fun, just for fun. Let's throw it on from when it really dropped. So from this day, boom, 158.08 is gonna be the level to watch. In my opinion, for a, yes, but stop using the word play. It's a trade, right? Are you just gambling with your money? Is that why you call it a play? Not really, not trying to pick on you, just trying to say words have power, right? I want you to empower yourself. I had a well thought out trade that I made on this stock because it followed the rules and I profited instead of, oh, it was lucky. Difference, yeah? Okay, 131 there. I remember when I was at a trading event out in San Diego, and it was, Target was the hot stock. Shopify was the hot stock for Canada because it's really the only tech stock that there is for Canada. So if somebody in Canada wants to buy tech, well, it's gotta be Shopify. Maybe video games. I don't know. Let's see how that could affect, right? Canadian tech stocks traded in, how about just Canadian tech stocks? Here, let's go see. The Motley Fool. Or here we go. 2 days ago. Topica Celestia. Constellation. Dayforce. Okay. Cisco Lightspeed. Microsoft. Yeah, but that's not. It's Canadian. That's Canadian. That's American. Yeah. Try to change the wording in your brain and you will change how you trade. Just like anything, when you eliminate the negatives in your mind, your life becomes so much more a reflection of the positive because you are being positive on a daily basis in your mind. And everything starts here first. Why do you initiate a trade that you do? Because you're thinking about looking at that stock. That stock, you are putting energy towards that trade. So you want to, they have not moved their big money level yet. 144.10. Let's check out Tessie. Tessie, what you doing today? What you doing, Tessie? Continuing down. Try not to be stubborn, Lorenzo, because the big money could get into it and manipulate it even while you still have that thought process. So just be aware. 318.75. Let's see the biggest gappers for today. Is this Newegg? Newegg. Did you guys ever buy a computer from Newegg? I have. They are the big money mover for the day, but only 6,000 in volume. Wah, wah. One that will affect the Dow is Boeing. Boeing is up 3.38, 1.5%. Only 74% in the volume. Look at the, let's see here. This is not our most recent earnings. Let's put a new one on for earnings. Where are they? And why is it doing that? Why are you doing that? Oh, I know why. All right, we're gonna call the August one green. I still like my yellow. Let's make it orange. Ba-ba-da, 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 ba-ba-da. All right, let's put a little bowing on here. Bowing is testing former resistance levels. Well, it could affect the Dow as well. Their big money level from our most recent earnings is 25.22. So we are above right here. Right? So looking at all of that, it's looking pretty good for Boeing to maybe take off. Sorry, I had to do that. I had to throw that in there. All right. Biggest losers. Biggest loser, Canadian Solar. Oh, wah, wah, sorry, but it's only 47,000. So we won't really put it on, but I'll do a soft little, you know, maybe above 12.13 or below, we'll go 11.20. All right, XXRP dropping. Okay, still too low. SOLT, never heard of it. What is SOLT? Sounds like soil. Oh, it's the Solana ETF. All right. So Solana ETF is down, which means probably. Great day, Jaspreet. Jaspreet, what does it mean when you spell it what you said like this? I'm going to talk about the power of words today. Right? When you say morning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, what are you mourning? The fact that you were sleeping? What is it? Right? You are, so that's why I like to say great day. Good day, great day. Let's change it. Let's be the change. Right? Who was it? From South Africa? Gandhi? No. Who was it that got thrown into jail in South Africa? You want to be positive? Share the positive. 394.91. 394.41, not 91. Blah, blah, blah. Let's spit out the marbles. Coin. Ooh, it looks like coin, Solana, crypto is taking a tankaroonies. I'm just feeling, you know, a little philosophical this morning. So it looks like all the crypto related stocks are really taking a dump. Sarepta. Ooh, Baba is down. Let's throw on a Chinese one there too. Baba, for those that like to trade Baba, we've broken down out of a trend line. Do you see it? Do you see it? Trend line break. Boom. Trend line break on La Baba. Instead of La Boo Boo, it's La Baba. Have you seen that there's all this hype? Oh, my La Boo Boo has a hidden camera in it. They think that people are going to go wonky-doo. All right, Thursday the 21st of August. No specific information just yet. Nelson Mandela. Thank you. Buenos días, Asaf. ¿Cómo estás? Yo no sé que tú hablas español. Yes, thank you. Nelson Mandela. Yeah, you know, it kind of makes you wonder if he wanted to be the change in the world, right? People didn't like that he wanted to be the change, and so they locked him up. How many people do you know that have just sort of been locked up unjustly, but had a good mission behind them? SBET is down as well. Let's put SBET on there. So basically, crypto stocks are down. Dice la bamba. I was singing that song while I was working on the patio the other day. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba la bamba. Bamba la bamba. Bamba la bamba. Bamba. All right. 2013 over here. Yes, but even change, yeah, that's freedom for all, right? Welcome to the Arctic, Julie. Julie's got the Arctic freeze going with a fan that is constantly on with the light. Are you wearing your summer hat or your winter hat? Which one is it, Julie? All right, let me tweet out what we got going on. I feel mellow jello this morning. Can you guys tell? I'm in the mellow jello mood. Where's Jules? Jules, are you with us? I don't see Jules this morning. I don't see Terry. I don't see Shovel. All good. Next week, I am taking off, okay? So be aware. I will post that as well. That I'm taking off. Family time before school starts. Where's Roger too? Roger, I got NVIDIA. I got AMD up for you. And supposedly there's supposed to be some sort of issue with Trump and tech stocks coming up. I don't know. I don't know where I heard it. Maybe I dreamt it. But watch out for the tech sector. The tech sector, microchip land. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to put a little, I'm going to make it a little adjustment here to my there we go. Let's edit this one. Can I edit that? No, delete. Okay, let's do this again. Copy, copy. Copy, copy. Copy that, Capitano. Copy, copy. I'm in a funky mood today. Let's get funky. Maybe there's some funky music we can play because this one's a little bit too loungy. Maybe not a little more, not enough energy for me. There we go. I'm also going to add in what was it? SOLT, ETHU, XXRP. Is there a Doge ETF? Does anybody know? Doge ETF. You know where I can go? Let's go to stock analysis. Oh yeah, look at that. 2 days ago. No joke. 2 days ago. Can't make this stuff up, can ya? They are trying to really suck people's money with the crypto, huh? So Doge, okay, so basically for Bitcoin, there's a Bitcoin, all of the majors that I have here, there are basically ETFs all about it. Let's see, IBIT. There we go, we'll do IBIT because that one had big. All right, so we're gonna add, I think we're gonna have to do like a stock section in relation to the crypto. So I'm going to delete these over here. So we're gonna do IBIT, ETHU, XXRP, Doge, and Solana. Oh no, Salt. Sorry, Salt. There we go. So we will check those out if people want to trade accordingly with the stocks instead of the crypto, there you go. I wonder if I can, not a big deal. All right, let's get into the crypto segment space. Oopsies. So if you are new to watching me, welcome, first of all. If you're not, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. What I follow is I follow the big money of the stock market. I've been in the trading world for 25 years, learned a lot about it. In the past 10, really learned about the big money manipulation of this, not only the stock market, but also of the world, the media, all of that junk. But for this purpose of this live stream, we're talking about the stock market, right? So right here, we've got Bitcoin's big money level, 117,983.90. The price has gone below, meaning they sold. If it goes above, it's buying, right? So you want to go where that big money goes. Why? Because you're going to make money like a billionaire, right? And that's why I have my trading book, Trade Like a Billionaire, for $11. Just go to carpeprofit.com and it will come and bring you to this page right here for my educational products that I offer. Down at the bottom, how to trade like a billionaire. All right, all that said, let's get into it. So Bitcoin daily price level is the same. For the day trading intraday aspect, I'm looking at what's happening today. For crypto, Forex, commodities, and futures, that started yesterday. So I'm looking at the price action from yesterday. The price for their big money point of control is the red and the yellow right here on my chart. So it's 113,897.34. Boom. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum big money point of control has not changed. 36.40 and 88 cents. Intraday is at 43. Turn that down a little bit. I feel like I'm shouting. 43 and 65 cents. All right, let's go to XRP. XRP big money level is still up here. 313.10 has not changed. Our intraday big money level is 2.9080. Boom. All right, let's go to Doge. Doge. All right, so over here, we've got 0.22. You know what? I want to see indicators. Let's see. Is there a Moby? No, just wanted to see. Dark. Cloud cover. I'm looking to see if there's dark pool. Dark trader. Dark pool oscillator. I like playing around with different things. No, does not look interesting to me. It's down here. Let me undo whatever I did. Boom. Okay, perfect. All right, so most recent for where's our July level? As my mom would say, July. Has anybody had a parent get dementia and turn toxic? That's what I'm dealing with right now. It's not fun. It's really not fun. Toxic parents are not fun. Where is it? Which one is the July one? I can't tell. All right, I'm going to go with the highest one. 0.22, no, it's the pink one. 0.22271. All right, our intraday level, 0.22076. 0.22076. All right, Solana, big money level, 181.32. And over here, 188.63. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about some work I have to do today. Let me write down on my checklist of things that I need to do today. Sorry. "10 seconds to write stuff down that pops in your head can change your days." All right. Bitcoin right here. Let's put it up above 114,200. Okay. And for some reason, settings, This is inputs 200. Okay, this is not the style that I like right here. I think yesterday my stuff got a little messed up. There we go. And yes, interesting. 33. Yeah, that's not what I like. Style. It's this pink one over here, and I want dots. And this one is what? I'm gonna have to go back because my stuff is all jammed up. Things got changed on my. Uh-oh is what I have to say about that. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what I can do? Right here. Day trade. Negative. That's not what I wanted. All right, there we go. That's better. But it's still messed up over here. All right. I'm gonna have to fix everything. All right. Come down here. Let's put it below 113 even. 113,000. My eyes are feeling messed up over here. All right, 114,200. And let's go back. All right, let's go here. I'll fix it. I'll fix it up. I'll fix up all my settings. I got into coaching and then I saved it the wrong way. It's okay. I can still read it. But I do need this to be what I want it to be. Inputs, style. If you guys pardon the fixing while we are live. I need my 161. Where's my 161? That's not it. EMA, 15 style, green. I don't know how all of them got to be wonky. And I don't have my 4 and my 8 on here. There we go. Okay, better. This is my 33. Just one more adjustment, and we should be good. All right, that's looking better. Let's save indicator template as oh, look, I had so many. There we go. Let's put it there. Okay. There you go. That's how you save it if you want. All right. Much better. Things adjusted. You've now planned out a trade for Walmart. Can you do Walmart levels? You got it. If you have a stock you want me to check out, put it in the chat. Sorry for that little adjustment live on the screen, but now you know a little bit more about Tradingview and how to adjust trading setups and attributes on your chart. Okay. So let's go over here. Let's do 43.15. And down below, we're going to have to go, ooh, look at this. See, I'd like to go 65, but it's not going to give you that much space. If we go here to 58-ish, it's going to give you $7. So let's go below NNE. All right, fish and deer, you got it. Do you go hunting? Look at you guys putting them in the chat. Very nice. Awesome. Once I finish up my stocks, I'll do it actually in between the green and the red, okay? So 42.45, and thank you all for joining me this morning. If you all like the live stream, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Turn on the notifications, and Most importantly, share it out with others, because the whole point is to help people in the process of trading. All right, 2.94. That's right here. We got to go below 2.88. 88, 88, 88, 88. Okay, 2.885. How about that? There we go. Fish. You mostly fish for deer, but hunting is fun too. I could tell you in a place in Maryland that's overrun by deer. The eastern shore of Maryland, down by St. Michael's, is crazy with the deer population. Also a whole bunch of wild turkeys. All right, so Doge, we got this over here. Crazy that a Doge ETF just came about. What is this hanging out here? What is this one? Why is everything blue? I feel like somebody went in and changed all my stuff. There we go. Yuck, I don't like lobster rolls. I'm not a lobster fan, never have been. 2165. Let's go 2165. 0.2165 right there. Haha. I always forget I have to do the 0. 0.2165. Much better. There we go. And over here, let's put it the 22. All right, where's our bound? Up here. Let's do 2235 here. There we go. 0.2235. All right. I felt a little 0.2165. Ooh la la. Where am I typing? 0.2165 and 0.2235. There we go. That's my mouse. Come on, mouse. And Solana. And then we're going to go through the stocks that correspond. Those levels will be a bit faster. I guess I could do it over here, huh? I feel like I need another page just for crypto. 189.50. Let's do 189.12. Or below 182.50. Sorry, correction, 183.50. 183.50 and 189.12. So these should be, oh, there we go. 189.12. So the only one that's positioning right now is Doge, and they just released an ETF. You know what happens when they release an ETF, right? All of a sudden, buying happens. So likely Doge is going to move to the upside. My personal opinion, because they just released the ETF. So do with it what you like, but Doge might have a little run to it based on the fact that they just released that ETF. All right, all right, all right. I am tired of the bots posting on my daily live stream. All right, let's go to IBIT. New thing that we're going to get into. IBIT. Where's our July? July bit. Was this July? I'm going to say July is right here. July, we are below for IBIT. Let's look at a day trade over here. Transition into stocks with crypto stocks, right? All right, big money levels between 64.25. It is dropping. Let's go 64 or above. This is like the futures. It's crazy that they've got, okay, 64.56 here. All right, so that's going to be IBIT. Let's go to ETHU. ETHU, I don't have a darn thing on here. So let's go back to July 1st. Let's put a July 1st level and we'll go forward from there. So July 1st level is down here. Awesome. We see that it's a 111.01. All right, let's make this a bit bigger. There we go. All right, so let's do above 150.40 for ETHU. Or below, gotta go below 146.80. Nah, I'm gonna do 146.50. Style, let's make it red. This sounds like Ocean's 11 to me. All right. ETHU, we just did XXRP, drawing down. We can see they sold. All right, this is our July level, is the pink right here, 43.47. So XRP had a bigger run once they created the ETF. So if you can imagine that when that ETF came to the US, then all this volume came in, right? So when all that volume comes in, what happens when they establish the ETF? Much like when a stock is added to, say, the S&P 500, they have to buy it. Okay, so XXRP, 37.50 and 36.97. Doge ETF, right there, index crypto fund ETF. So it's out, but we don't see it yet. It is that's a market cap. ETP, I don't see it yet on here. It was just set up 2 days ago. Stock. Okay, so we're gonna have to come back to that because I'm not seeing it over here. Funds, let's see. But it's not US. Stocks, stock OTC. Doge F, nope, that's not it. I'll cancel. I don't want to go back there. All right, so we'll do SOLT. We will add that in later for Doge. All right, so 1944 is the big money level on Solana. Here's the Solana 2 times ETF. So you could totally trade this stuff with the ETFs. Not gonna put it there, 2060. Let's put it 2060, okay. Bring this down below, 1960, then it only gives you 10 cents. We got the big money down at 1944. Let's do 1940, right there. 1940 and 2060 for SOLT for the ETF. That's what I see for today. All right, let's get into stocks. If you guys have any stocks that you are curious and would like to see me give my opinion on, happy to do it. Just put it in the chat and we'll get there. All right, let me take this screenshot here of this right here and let's tweet that out quick. All right. Copy this. There we go. Boom. All right, that's done. Let's go over here. PLTR. First one up for today. Right now, big money sold at 187.22. Coming down for a potential day trade, 157.50. Above that, potential long. You don't like PLTR? Okay, no problem. You don't have to like PLTR. 154.50. Is it because you got burned by it? 154.50, 157.50. Sometimes that happens. All right, let's do our PLTR. Short squeeze, 0.32. No, not likely for a short squeeze on PLTR. CRWV. We're going to bang through this stuff quick. 0.48. AMD. Where's Roger? Roger, where are you? I've got my AMD working for you. Wow, a lot of people went long yesterday. They bought on the discount. Boeing. I think Boeing is ready to pop. KTOS. All right, let's look at KTOS. Here's the difference. Are you more of a swing trader, fish and deer, or are you a day trader? You have to think about, so look at that reversal. Big money intraday is at 156.07. All right, CRWV. CRWV pulled back. Big money on the daily is above us. So it looks like they sold over there after earnings. Is this the reversal that is ready to take this up to new heights again? Swing trade. Got it. Do you look at financials as part of your swing trade analysis, or is it slowly technical? Just curious. Whatever way works for you is perfect for you. So I'm just curious. 94.20. Let's put it at 90. No, we got this right here. 94.40. 94.40 and 92.50. All right, let's go to AMD. AMD, big money level, right up here, 172.16. All right, intraday 167.10. Let's put up at 167.20. Would give you 30 cents up to 51 right there, 31 cents if it goes above. And then the short, why is my red's wonky on this one. I don't know why. Okay. 165.20. 165.20, 167.20. NVIDIA looks like it wants to come back down. A doji sandwich. Is this going to be a doji bear? What if I apply these indicators to entire layout? Boom. Love it. Maybe not. Undo that. A cowboy trader. Okay, that's good. You fly by the seat of your pants. I hear ya. You got to do what works for you. As long as it's profitable, hey, who cares what others think, right? As long as you are having success. I'm all about let's see success for everybody. That's it. I just wish everybody to have success. If they don't, then maybe they need to readjust. That's all. 176.88. This is well below the big money point of control. 174.60 over there. 174.60, 176.88. And here's the beautiful thing. I have no idea where you are. I have no idea what your name is. And I'm just trying to help you, right? So, and I have zero judgment. I just want to help. But sometimes I ask questions so people will reflect to improve. But improving and reflection in life is where you grow, right? If you don't ever reflect back on your actions and what you do, you will never grow. 228 and 230.50. And sometimes it's painful. All right, so for PLTR, CRWV, and AMD, the big money is above us, whereas NVIDIA and Boeing, it is below us. You own VOO. Very nice. Yeah, that's pretty conservative. Nice and conservative. Sorry, it's just bugging me that my eyes aren't working great if they don't have the right colors. This has to be my 33. There we go. All right, 32, 324. Up here, big money is at 327. Sorry, 323.70. I put a 323.88 or below 322. 322 and 323.88. I did say I would check out the others while we are here between. Doesn't matter what Elon says. It's a matter of where the big money is. Doesn't matter what's in the news. It's a matter of where the big money is. All right, so Walmart day trade over here, Lorenzo. We have yesterday's Camarillas that might play into effect going into today, but I would put 98.50, and then for the big money level is right here at 99.99. Go above 100 here. I'd go above 182 cents, right? Then you've got a nice trade right there. Otherwise, you got these little spaces. You could take 20 cents and another 30 cents right there, but you could also wait for that bigger trade right there. All right. So big movement so far on Walmart. That's what I see for that. Let's look at NNE. Yeah, RVT. I have coin on here. You got it. I'm going to look at coin. So NNE, nano-nuclear energy. All right, so nano-nuclear energy, boom. Let's just throw a couple lines on. We'll adjust them. Let's throw a point of control on over here, boom. All right, 31.97 from earnings is where the big money is on the daily. On an intraday trade, I would say above 30, or I would say we got to go below 29.20 there. All right, let's look at THAR. THAR, super low float. You're welcome. Super low float, 241. I'm going to turn that into a 3-hour chart so we can see what the path was. So it went up there, boom. This is super low float, does not have options. This could be life-changing one way or another. And big money levels, you need to go above 580 or below 450, but it's just going to bring you potentially down to 434, and then you've got these areas down here. So that's what I'm seeing for THAR. We already did PLTR, KTOS. Did we look at that? No, let's look at KTOS. And METC, KTOS, boom. Let's make this 24 hours, negative, undo, over here, 24 hours, and randomly put that on there. Let's put it there. 63.90, Security Solutions. All right, let's see here, big money. We are testing the big money level. We can bring this up here for a day trade. There's not a lot of volume, so I'm going to include yesterday's information on it. 63 for potential short, or 64.60 is where the big money level topped out yesterday. So let's do 64.62 right there where that camera is. So above 64.62 or below 63 right there. Let's go back to MicroStrategy. All right, MicroStrategy for today. All the big money is above us. Big money is above on Bitcoin too. Till it moves above, likely not going to see it move up. All right, 344 up here. Big money point of control is at 343.51. Or if we go below 338.48 right here, that Camarilla. 338.48, 344. Let's go to coin. Doji sandwich, trend line test. Let's see if we can move above it. Big money level, 70% between 351. Let's put this at 300 or 303.45. So we can bring this down to 303.50. Outside of that, higher probability for a bigger move. All right, let's go to Baba. Baba pulling back off of earnings. Right now, the big money levels down at 118.18. They have adjusted that. Actually, correction, they have not. 118.20. The intraday level is at 118.18. If we put it down here where big money is 118.25. Nope, we need more space there. 118.40. Let's go 118.50. Bigger number there. 118.50 for the upside, or to the downside, since we are moving down, let's go 118. All right. SBET, because Baba is earnings. Whoops, I just want Baba here. SBET, big money level right there. It's broken down. Does not look like it wants to go up just yet until they go above, but they might be taking it down for 3 days to buy and sort of spoof everybody. They do that. Okay, 119.12. No, 119.21 here is going to give you 13 cents. 119.40 is going to give you 20. So let's go 119.40 or 1888 will give you 20 cents. Okay, that works if it goes below. 1888 and 119.40. Sorry, 1940, not 119. What am I talking about? What you talking about, Willis? All right, let's go to the indexes. Have we seen a movement? Nope, nothing in the big money yet over there. So we've gone down, pulled back to the 8. We are bearish today, but we still have big money down here overall. So for an intraday trade, go below 47.50, 447.50. I can't talk today. There we go. Or above 449.820. All right, so for the Dow, we've got 447.50, 449.20. Let's see what our numbers are. Refresh. Unemployment claims higher. Wah, wah. Well, it kind of makes sense to me, right? Kids going back to school, they filed for unemployment. I think they would do that, right? Technical analysis, I'm going to look for where the big money is, gapping stocks, high volume. Is there enough space for a good trade setup? And where it falls in relation to the camarellas and the pivots. All right, 25.20 and 223.92 for the Russell. 223.92 and 225.20. So this big money right here is just from the breakout zone over here. We are still up above. You're very welcome, Fish and Deer. Here pretty much every morning. 7:30 during the summer, 8:15 during the school year, as I am a mom of 2 and I gotta take care of my kiddos. So I'm here. Next week I will be off though. Family time, I will be off for the week. So don't get discouraged. Know in advance and catch up with me in September. All right. Ah, great. Well, thank you for participating in the chat. It makes it more fun when I have a conversation instead of me just talking to a screen. Way more fun for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's more fun for me. All right, so the Qs, looky here. What did they do, the little rascals? 565.80. 2 of them. July 1st, 565.80. They could be positioning over here. We've got, where's our other one? So we've got one down here, 516.84, and 5, now they've moved this, 523.94. No, 520.52, it's still there. Okay, let's go to SPY. Oh, yeah. Sometimes when you have amazing luck, it can really destroy you. Statistically, you're going to have 20% of the trading days a year be spectacular, which is like 50 days. So when you have that sort of expectation, it can be hard. You got to be okay with the slow growth. Hey, margin call. No, I did not. I did not. Okay, so somehow, all right, 636. Let's do 637. You got a 50-cent trade there, and then above 637, 50, you have a nice trade. So you could wait above 637.50. Right now, big money just moved to, oh my goodness, these are so confusing because, okay, here is our July 1st, is the pinkity for July 1st. And that is at 635.84. They're moving around their positions here at Dahlia, 623.73. And 597.17. Okay, that has not moved. So 635.50. Big money intraday is at 636.35 and 637 right there. So right now we have positioning on the Qs and the SPY for their July volume. So it could be pretty crazy. Let me check out UPXI really quickly for you. And DFDV, what is this? UPEX, 51 million. Are you looking for day trade or swing trade margin call? Really quickly so I know which one more to analyze. I see a wedge forming on UPXI. I think this is my 425 up here. How did they all become blue? Sometimes that happens where I don't like it, but it does. Day or swing? UPXI. I just saw Solana here for some reason. All right. I'd say above 7 or below 675 right there for day trade. I'm going to assume it's day trade. Uh-oh. Margin call. Why are you holding the bag? Don't do it. Don't be the bag holder. All right, let's do this. Ooh la la. Undo. I want to do a trend line. Ray, fine, Ray. All right. We see this. This is curling. So you do have, I do have some optimism for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 breakout, which would likely give you a test here of 807, 9, and then 950 right there if it were to break out. But right now it's just sort of consolidating and coiling. Okay, DFDV. Yeah. Ooh, this one's not looking so pretty, is it? Let's look at it on a 3-day chart. This one overall pretty much has this downward. Let's go here. All right, let's go back to a 24-hour chart. You see that? It could break out though. It could. I would need to break out above 1865. So I don't know where you got in, but it would need to break out above 1865, and then above 20 would be more of a confirmation with a bigger move up to 28. If I were to put this over here and this right here, you might see that it might take until 25. Okay, I don't really like personally. I would then look at Solana to see what's going on with the Solana stocks as far as big money movement. But right now, Solana in general is down. All right, so I hope you like the live stream. Reminder, tomorrow will be my last day until September. So keep, right? Tomorrow is Friday? Yeah, tomorrow is Friday. So, no, it is. I'm tired. I have an amazing trading day. Card pay profits, use those profits one trade at a time. If you like my educational stuff, check out carpayprofit.com. I've got an ebook about how to set this stuff up on your chart. Hope you have an amazing trading day. Bye for now.